I was only allowed to eat sugar cereals on the weekends.
Really? You had that rule?
Yeah.
Oh, that sucks. I was just...
Because my mom would be like, that's not a breakfast. And my brother would be like, it clearly says part of a balanced breakfast, but whatever.
I used to drink soy sauce.
What the fuck?
Yeah.
No wonder you're so dark.
It doesn't cause a spike in my melanin,
It's
bro.
like drinking coffee. It makes you darker.
No.
Oh.
Bunch of white people drink coffee all the time.
With cream in it.
It can't be that bad, oh, 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 it can't be that bad.
All right, we're not going to use this part because I got to gnaw this thing off my hand real quick.
What's on your hand?
It tastes like raspberry.
Did you eat it and swallow it? You're like a first grader that hasn't learned social cues yet.
I have plenty of social cues.
I don't know if this is going into the episode, and I kind of want to put it in the episode just to point you out.
Starting over. No, that's why I did it. You said we weren't using
but
that.
But Alejandro, I think he just ate dead skin off of his hand.
I didn't swallow it. No.
It was like a callus ripping off, and
it's still there.
That was the most childish thing. Like, that was... Because I don't see people bite their fingernails anymore. And like, because I know that was a thing in middle school or elementary school, but you just ate dead skin.
Stop. We're definitely not keeping that in. Like 1,000% not keeping this in.
I wasn't going to judge you. I wasn't going to judge you if if you spat it out, if you're like taking it out and like, okay, he got rid of dead skin. It's a hard to get to place. So he had to use his teeth. But you were like, man, that tastes weird. Now I'm just judging like the hygiene of your hand. Like at the most, it should just be salty. We naturally produce salt.
Oh, goodness.
Do you have a rebuttal at all?
No, I have nothing to say. Yes, I know exactly what happened there. I was told that this wasn't going to go in. I thought this was just a private moment between me and my friend.
I don't know. You shouldn't do that in front of your nearest and dearest companions.
Well, now I know.
That is something that you should keep to yourself behind closed doors.
Now I know.
Eating dead skin is about as private as masturbation.
I'm not like Goldmember, bro. I'm not like saving the skin for later.
It's not like you come home from a long day of work, instead of pouring yourself a bowl of cereal and microwaving a burrito, you're like, wonder what's on my hand today.
I was thinking that the whole other, I thought you were saying it's like when you come home from work and instead of like taking coins out of your pocket and putting them in a bowl, you're just like
dead skin.
Ooh, it was a good dry day today.
I was talking.
This can't. No way. This is disgusting. This is the grossest.
No. We've talked about more disgusting things. Melissa, I don't know if she wants me to talk to her about this, but she used to collect eraser shavings.
And do what with them?
Just put it, in a pencil box.
Why?
So she would just be like rubbing her eraser against the table. just to collect the shavings.
There we go. Was the goal to get like long curly cues? Or was it to get like a good amount?
I have no clue.
Was it the color of the eraser? Was there difference? Because every time I use an eraser like that,
yeah,
in perpetuity,
yeah,
in perpetuity, it's mostly gray shavings.
Well, that's because you're actually erasing it against pencil.
Yes,
but if it's just pure eraser that is against a clean surface, then it's not going to get discolored. So I think it was just a bunch of pink eraser shavings in a pile, and she would just collect it. And I just imagine like if she felt accomplished after a good day, she's just like, put in some heavy work today.
Melissa, did you finish your math test?
Oh shit! I should be doing my math test.
The whole thing is completely blank.
Yeah, it's
a blank piece of paper.
Imagine if she just did that throughout college too.
Well,
like if this is one of her like deepest, darkest secrets. Like if couples like check each other's phones to see if they're cheating on each other, there's just like a bunch of notes on her notepad on her iPhone saying today
pictures of blank pages. Today I forgot my eraser, but I was able to just rub some glue on my finger. That worked too.
There are people that do that too.
Well, this is a weird world we live in. And
have you ever done that? Like put Elmer's glue on your finger, let it dry?
In like the first grade, in elementary school. Yeah, of course.
Yeah, I'm not saying that you did it yesterday. I know I
definitely didn't.
I know. I'm not accusing you, man.
I didn't.
I mean,
it's been years.
And then people try to level up and raise the stakes by doing super glue. But then that shit just hurts.
Well, super glue was invented actually for hospitals, so, you know.
Expand on that, please.
Well, when you get like cut, like a really deep cut, and you can't put like a Band-Aid on it, they would just like with the super glue and then...
Really?
Yeah.
You're kidding.
Nope.
Where do you get this information?
Honestly, I think an old man told me that.
Where are you talking to old men?
I talked to a lot of old men.
Okay, this is why you have like a bunch of dad jokes.
They're just
stored.
Jokes.
They're kind of dad. I mean, they are jokes, but now that we...
What's the deal with the chicken crossing the road?
All right, let's welcome the baddies. Welcome.
Hello.
Welcome to another episode of
ICBTB's
Highly Irrelevant. Go ahead, spell it out.
No.
So that the viewers can know how.
I was actually just doing the initials. ICBTB
HI, gotcha.
But now I can see where you're coming from of thinking
I thought you were going to spell the entire thing.
Completely understandable.
And that's not completely off-brand of what you would do.
No.
You would spell the longest word just to filibuster if you had to.
Onomatopoeia.
Spell it.
I can't.
Try.
I've been playing a lot of Wordle and Quordle, so I'm actually not super fond of this game. It's gonna make me feel really dumb.
Does Wordle make you feel dumb?
No, Wordle makes me feel really smart.
Well, tell the listeners if they don't know what Wordle is.
Wordle is a game owned by the New York Times. I mean, it was invented by the CIA as a ploy to get into the minds of the media. No, not yet, but it's 4-letter words, 5-letter words, 5-letter words.
Yeah. 1
word a day. Everybody all over the place. You get to play once.
6 tries, right?
6 attempts. You punch on some letters. They tell you if it's the right letter in the wrong place, a completely wrong letter, or the right letter in the right place. And then you just figure it out from there. I am so smart that I don't even do it thinking about English words. I do it like logically, where I'm just like, there's only...
I thought you were going to put non-English words. I don't even do it thinking about English words, man. I go into the Latin dictionary.
I've never gotten word right.
My rule is I always start off with basura.
I'm looking for the I with the dash on top, but I can't find it anywhere.
It doesn't let me put the enye.
It's like, I guess it's not nueva buena.
I guess it's not piñata.
Or pina colada.
Canada?
I said colada.
I was going to say pina colada. That's definitely not in any dictionary.
A pina colada is similar to a pina colada, but it has no coconut.
What's the point then? Just drink
rum and ice.
No, thank you. Rum on the rocks, please.
Which actually isn't a bad drink.
No.
What if you ordered that though? Be like, let me get a pina colada. It's a pina colada with no coconut. And they'd be like, oh, so just like rum and pineapple on the rocks?
So I would, if I was the bartender that heard that, I'd be like, hey, cut him off.
Well, it's like when somebody says like, hey, can I get a Cuba Libre? And you're just like,
Mm-hmm. Or when people say, can I have the cheapest, strongest drink? I'm just like, hey, cut this guy off. He can't even afford it.
That's usually when they walk in.
Yeah. And they're going to get
as soon as they walk in.
I went to this bar in San Francisco.
That's awesome.
Thank you, dude. And it was like, I didn't even realize that there are bars in San Francisco. You dick. No, but there was this couple just making out at the bar. And it's like not...
Were they older?
No, they're like late 20s is what they looked like. And I had so much respect for the bartender because they were just going at it for the entire time we were there. And then the guy starts touching... I think he thought it was a plant, but it was like garnish for, I don't know, Bloody Mary or some shit. And the bartender was like, hey, buddy, I've been seeing like what you've been doing, but don't ever touch my stuff. Next time you do that, I'm going to kick you out. And I like seeing them have backbones. I can learn a thing or two from a bartender.
Sounds about right. Sounds about right. No. Maybe they're so young that they don't have their own place.
I don't know, man. I don't think I will. I've only ever made out in public like that.
With me?
Once. No.
Go.
No, you have to work for it, dude. You're just staying. And it's just me going for it.
Hey, I'm going for it.
No, open your eyes because it makes it less romantic. No, stop. Open your eyes.
Okay.
No, you're going to go in that last minute.
Chicken.
No, you're so close. You Keep that mouth away from me, sir. You've gone pretty close, and I dodged that shit like dodgeball.
Well, eventually you won't.
That is a terrifying statement. What, you're just gonna like come over in my sleep? Be like, I'll show him.
Only one of us is gonna make it out of this alive, friend.
Well, I mean, we'll make it out. What, are you gonna kiss me to death?
If that's what it takes.
You're gonna plug my nose and then just kiss me?
I love you.
The autopsy report will be like, whoa, so
I've never actually seen this before.
he
but
suffocated, but there was lipstick on his lips.
Doctor, does this seem consistent with being kissed to death?
Only 3 people in the past 2,000 years have been kissed to death.
And they were all done by the same man. The kiss and teller, and it's just like a
Picture of you.
serial killer. But like with a mustache from the 1800s, it's like, oh God.
Oh, God. Like a mutton chop.
Why don't we have like a Robot Chicken style TV show?
Who, you and I?
Yeah.
The amount of effort and
Well,
the
we're not good at.
claymation
I was gonna say
and
we're not good at animation,
stop motion
but the
animation at
idea,
that.
but our ideas are there.
That means we just have to be writers.
We could just be. I want to be idea guy.
Okay. I don't know if that's a
No,
official
I'm-
title anywhere in Hollywood.
Hi, I'm idea guy.
I don't write it down on a piece of paper, but when I have an idea,
I'm actually not allowed to write stuff down because my writing's so terrible.
but I'll text you the idea.
I got great ideas. Though.
I have a notepad full of ideas.
I'm thinking of a duck that's also Sherlock Holmes.
And that's as far as the idea gets.
And actually, that's as far as I go with any idea.
All right, thank you, and I'll take my paycheck now.
I got another one.
What?
A rhino that does nose jobs.
Why does this sound like these are actually ideas that you've thought about before in the past? These seem like chuckle moments that you have to yourself, where like Karen's like, "Why? What the fuck are you laughing at?"
Nothing. Like when we're trying to go to sleep.
There's something that I think about that makes me laugh every now and then. It's this kid from high school. I won't say his name, but he was a heavier set kid, and he was like kind of a goob, and I liked him, and he was super nice. But he had this, and it always comes back to a pencil box, but it was like a really nice wooden pencil box. And he was sitting next to me. He was like, "Hey, you want to see something?" And I'm like, "Yeah, man. What do you want to show me?" And I thought he was just gonna show me a bunch of pencil boxes. And he opens it, and it's a king size 3 Musketeers box. He's just looking at me, and he's chuckling, like he has buried treasure. Like, look what I got, and you don't have it.
Is it 3 Musketeers the worst of the candy bars?
I love 3 Musketeers, man.
Oh well.
You're not fond of it.
I like no. Finish your story.
That's about it. And so, like, I think about that moment.
Why did you not want to tell us his name? That's not a bad story at all.
I mean, because, like, I don't think anyone's proud of...
If the story was like, and he opened it up and there was like a dead rat in there, you'd be like, whoa, that was really weird. No wonder you didn't say his name. But, like, you revealed it and he was like, yeah, it's a 3 Musketeers bar.
It is odd that I will throw Melissa under the bus for pencil shavings.
A lot of names that you'll throw people into the bus. You're like, and that guy murdered somebody. And you're like, whoa.
I don't think anyone will be proud to have the reputation of having saved a 3 Musketeers bar in pristine condition in a wooden pencil box.
Wait, was that like what they carried around all day long?
He pulled it out of his backpack. Yeah, I don't think he had it just for that day. I think he kept that for multiple days on end.
Okay, he didn't like refill it every month or so.
No, I think there was sentimental value.
Like his mom gave that to him right before she like left.
Passed away or something before she left.
Before she got eaten by a chocolate monster.
What?
She was killed on the way to the 3 Musketeers movie, and she bought him that candy bar. And
this is what you'll remember me by.
He's never been the same.
So, what candy bars do you like, if not 3 Musketeers?
Well, I mean, I love M&Ms.
Okay. That's not a candy bar.
Oh, okay. Sorry. I really enjoy Skittles.
Shut the fuck up.
What's wrong? Mike and Ike's?
Stop. Mike and Ike's are really good. Candy bar.
Laffy Taffy Rope?
Okay, I'm mad at you, and I'll never ask you a question again in my life.
No, honestly, I'm a classic. I'm a chocolate man.
You're chocolate man. That's racist because you are between the two people here.
I'm saying that
the
I
furthest
enjoy
away
chocolate.
from being a chocolate man.
I'm not talking about my skin color, sir. I'm talking about my enjoy for the love of chocolate.
For someone that podcasts, you can't even tell me in detail what kind of candy bar do you like. It's safe to assume that the candy bar is gonna be chocolate. So you're telling me like a plain Hershey's?
I enjoy.
I enjoy Borat.
Why is this like gotcha journalism today? What's happening here? Why are you like you are zinging, you are getting after me? We're gonna embarrass you in this one. We're gonna show you eating skin. We're gonna cut around it so it looks like you're swallowing every little inch of your
You're
dick.
making it too easy to just target you, man. This is what happens to me. Remember, like, it's easy to pick on me when I'm in your position. And then, like, all it takes is one kid to point and laugh, and then it's contagious. Now the entire school's laughing at me.
Wait, is everybody laughing at me right now?
Probably for eating skin off your hand.
Stop it!
You brought it up again.
I didn't. Look, I'm sure you've eaten plenty of skin.
If I had loose skin on me right now, oh shit.
Oh, do it. 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 Do it.
It's not enough. Wait.
No, everything's enough.
Here, let's see if the camera can catch it.
Definitely. Well, definitely not. But we trust you.
I don't like this transaction. Okay.
Well, you brought it up, actually.
I do feel bad.
It was your idea.
I do feel bad that... Shit.
We'll call this episode Skin Eaters.
I don't like this. Okay, I'm not as embarrassed because I think it's more embarrassing to have done this in private, meaning like, when does Alejandro really do this and how often does he really do it? As opposed, I'm just doing it. I'm doing it for the listeners, bro. I'm doing it for the entertainment value.
I don't normally do this shit.
Wait. Question.
Answer.
Do I have to swallow it? I don't have to swallow. Did you swallow it?
No, I didn't.
Okay. But you did swish it around your mouth a little bit.
No, I didn't even get any. Okay. I didn't even get anything off my fucking hand. I just made the joke of, ooh, tastes like raspberries. And then you took it to a whole different level, started turning into this whole thing. And I wasn't going to immediately be like, I didn't even do anything.
Why didn't you say immediately?
Well, because you're going to be like, I just saw you do it. I looked at like, well, you know, whatever. I didn't think it was going to be 30 minutes into the episode when we'll be talking about it.
You barely defended yourself.
You know what? Yeah, I'm really not into the like immediate defense because I think it makes me look guilty.
But I've always been immediately defensive, and
it makes you look guilty.
No. Here, I'm just gonna do it. No, this is nasty.
I mean, you have nothing to prove now.
Yeah, I have nothing to prove. I'm just gonna rip it off and throw it on the floor.
What if you ripped it off and your finger just came off?
Then.
Like,
I think we would stop the episode and go to the hospital.
Ed, and Eddie, when what's his name takes off his outline.
Yes, was it Ralph?
No, it was the one with the
Jimmy. Not Jimmy. Johnny with the plank.
No, the one with the
Jimmy
Jams
takes off his outline and turns into a puddle. That is
cartoons
disturbing.
were fucked up back in the day.
Yeah, man. Like if you watch some episodes of Rugrats or like look at the context of it, right?
It's heavy Judaism context in Rugrats. It was one of the only cartoons that had like blatantly Jewish episodes.
Like what?
So everything else was Christian. They had the
Jewish?
Maccabees episode. Dill and Tommy.
Oh, they were Jewish?
Yeah. And that's why they have the story of like the Hebrews, and they do the Hanukkah episode.
Oh,
and,
they do.
Yeah.
I forgot about that. I didn't know.
It's not a big deal, actually.
No, not at all.
I mean, it's fine.
No, I think that's...
Every other cartoon's Christian-based, so it's whatever.
I don't think other cartoons really shove Christianity down
They all celebrate Christmas.
I mean, sure. Sure. But they're not saying like it's the birth of Jesus Christ Christmas. They're saying it's the whole like Santa Claus Christmas thing.
The capitalist Christmas.
Yeah. I mean, it's a TV show at the end of the day, and they need the viewers, don't they?
Well, as long as they can keep the military-industrial complex going, then we don't have a problem, do we?
Let's see. A bunch of cartoons. I'm always intrigued when they have conspiracy theories behind them.
That's fun.
Right? SpongeBob. What?
Well, SpongeBob.
Yeah, SpongeBob is like the whole, it's a post-apocalyptic world where, I mean, that's why you'll see that Bikini Bottom is basically made up of a bunch of ship remains. And the reason as to why all these fish are talking is because, I don't know, some like nuclear war that had occurred on land and had gotten into the sea. And so it mutated the fish and so they can talk. And it destroyed all the boats that were in the sea and they just all kind of fell down. And these mutated fish used them to build these societies. And the ones that are extremely mutated or like deformed from the nuclear reactions are the ones in like, what was the episode with Glove World when he goes into the...
Rock Bottom.
rock bottom and like they speak a different language and they're hella scary, right? You didn't know about this?
No, this is blowing my mind because I always just chalked it up to being a fucking cartoon.
Yeah. Yeah. I think there's a little bit of truth to it. I don't think to the extent of like that I'm describing it to, but of course the internet is gonna
Make a mountain out of a molehill.
exactly. And it's entertaining and it's fun to talk about. And like I don't know how much of it is true. But it's the same with like a bunch of like Rugrats, for instance. There's like a bunch of conspiracy theories about that too, where they say Angelica just has multiple personality disorder, and all of the babies in the show.
I've heard of that one.
That one's crazy. Adventure Time is for sure post-apocalyptic. The creator talks about it, and that's why Finn is the only human, except when he finds people underground, and I think some of them are human or some shit like that. But that's why he is the only human, and he's talking to a bunch of crazy things because there was a post-apocalyptic war that mutated, a bunch of species.
I just saw a thing online that was saying King of the Hill is Texas anime.
What? There's literally not enough action in that show for it to be an anime.
Like a real one of the deep cut animes, like the way that King of the Hill is paced out and the way that King of the Hill is like even a little bit like the way it's animated. The only reason why it's not considered an anime is that it takes place in Texas.
No, there could be a Japanese-made anime that takes place in Texas.
Well, and in the article that I was reading, in this American in Japan had overheard two of his coworkers in Japan having an argument about what's better, a dubbed King of the Hill or a subbed King of the Hill. And the guy's argument was that you can't use subtitles for King of the Hill. He goes, because the Japanese language doesn't have the same idiosyncrasies that like American slang and especially like Texas has. He goes, so you need to have it like dubbed over so that they're able to say words that are essentially what, getting the meaning out for it. And so it's like
for them to understand, because there is a lot of like Texas Southern slang in King of the Hill, right?
Yeah. I'll tell you what. I don't know how you say that in Japanese.
I'll tell you what, Bobby.
That's my purse.
I missed that show. Brittany Murphy was on that show, and then I don't know what happened after she passed away.
Brittany Murphy died.
Yeah, she passed away. Yeah, I know that she died.
Oh, I thought you said I didn't know what happened to her.
No. I didn't know what happened to her character after she had passed away.
Suicide by cop.
You can't just say that multiple times about people that pass away.
You never know.
No, there's a way to know. I mean,
it could happen, though.
The judicial system, I hope, could help us.
You know how they killed Charlie Sheen's character in 2.5 Men?
They didn't kill him off. I thought he just went away.
No, they killed. He fell in front of a train and then got run over by it, and then he shows up in the last episode and they're like, I guess he lived, and it's like, no. You guys made a point to tell us that he got obliterated.
Were they that mad at Charlie?
The
they were just
furious at him
to the point where they're gonna write the character off with death.
Yes.
Because there's other ways to write characters
kill
off.
People off in shows all the time. What are you talking about?
Yeah, but not in a sitcom.
Well, they do when you turn into Charlie Sheen.
Well, Charlie Sheen's just like a piece of work. That's why.
He needs just a good hug.
I'm pretty sure he won't let people hug him. And I don't know if people want to hug that guy. I think he will literally turn into dust if you put any pressure on him. He aged exponentially fast.
That's because he got all that money and then he bought it all in drugs.
Speaking of which, something that tapped into my YouTube algorithm was this. What was it called? Like the white underbelly, blah blah blah. And it's a bunch of interviews with interesting people, like an interview with a heroin addict, an interview with a functioning meth addict, an interview with a prostitute, an interview with a gang member, and they are just so interesting in the sense of like, you're seeing this person tweak out, and it gives you perspective, like a realistic angle on like what these people are. Mm-hmm. Because I'm pretty sure the bias is like, oh shit, you're a drug addict, like then you're a piece of shit. But like, no, like this functioning heroin addict is well spoken, seems like a very social guy, like probably deeply insecure, but like seems very nice and sensitive. The interview with the gang member, he's talking about like how he got shot in the head 2 times, and then there are like rare occurrences that like a bullet will split after it impacts with the skull, and so like it will split and miss vital parts of the brain.
Just like goes around it.
not completely around the brain, but
and then
like
it goes out the front, but it comes back together as one. So.
Like Wanted.
It's a pretty rare phenomenon, but it happens. Happened to 50 Cent.
Did he get shoot? He didn't get shot in the head.
Yeah, he got shot in the face.
In the face?
Yeah, that's why he has a dimple. And like, yeah, and he's got a whole bunch.
I thought he
of
just had good genetics to get that dimple.
No. That's a bullet hole. That's why he had his mouth wired shut.
Did not know that.
Have you not seen Get Rich or Die Trying?
I saw the latest Super Bowl halftime show when he was hanging upside down.
Looks great.
Not a good move.
Oh,
Gravity should not be going against that person in that direction.
it's the only thing that can keep him down.
Because he's a no. I mean, he's down to clown. But like that, I don't understand like who in their right mind was just like, okay, this part of the show, 50 Cent is gonna be hanging upside down.
Like the music video.
I mean, yeah, but like that's a music video. This guy,
From, like,
50
20
Cent,
years
is like
ago.
50 years old.
Is he?
I'm not sure. You think he has a big party on the 50 Cent should have the biggest 50th birthday.
Let's see. He's probably born in the late 70s.
I believe that. He's either
That would
mid
put him
to,
cause to 50.
let's just look it up. We have the internet. What's your guess?
My guess is 48. 48.
Woo! 46. We were off.
Well, 8s look like 6s, so I'll take the win.
No, we could just wait 4 more years. 4 more years. 4 more years. Sorry, I have a lot of phlegm.
Yeah, you okay, buddy?
No, I just eating a lot of dead skin.
You're a real piece of work. Everything they say about you's true, pal.
What did they say about me?
It's all true.
Usually it's good stuff.
It's not.
It's usually good stuff, right?
Yeah.
Thank you. What I've been hearing about you lately is very good stuff. You don't want to talk about it.
No.
You're insecure.
No, thank you, people. Thank you.
Even your body language is insecure.
You're fucking insecure. Okay, how about this? Let's
What?
do a thing. Let's play let's do an improv game.
Improv game or improv scene?
Game.
Okay, sure.
This game is called Make a Scene.
So we're just gonna do a scene. I'm upset. Sure, we could do an improv scene.
Do you want to
Ladies and gentlemen, highly relevant.
Karen,
Yeah.
the things that I go through on a day-to-day basis, just people don't understand what it takes to be CEO of duckbill industry.
It's a difficult task to have.
I didn't want this job, but 3 months ago my dad dies and hands me the keys, and here I am, CEO of a multi-billion-dollar industry that makes what? What is it that we make, Karen?
Hats that specifically look like duck bills.
And it's thriving. Business is fucking thriving right now.
It's doing great.
Who would have thought that ducks would be the next dolphin?
What do you mean by that?
Well, everybody was just sucking the dick of dolphins. Everyone just loved dolphins for like 10 years. Now everyone just sucks duck dick.
I understand what you're trying to get with these metaphors, but I don't think that's really appropriate. I think you shouldn't be saying that in your board meeting in 5 minutes.
So you think I shouldn't go with this speech?
Read it out loud to me.
Duck dicks.
It's horrible. It's already horrible to begin with.
Okay, I'll try another one. Here we go. Ladies and gentlemen of the board, when my father first made his duck-shaped hat, he looked at me and said, "Bill, I hope you like this." Then he took a swig from a bottle of Sailor Jerry's, and then he passed out backwards, and the bottle smashed, and the glass cut his hands. There was a lot of mixture of blood and alcohol. It's the first time in my life I ever smelled human blood. Human blood's very irony in smell and taste. It's not one of the things that I think children should really be experiencing, but as a small child, it's what I went through.
These are horrible. This is all bad. I'm so sorry.
Well, why don't you write me a speech then? Tell me what I'm supposed to say to the board members.
All right, cut to the board meeting when he's finally reading the speech that Karen wrote him.
And in conclusion, profits are up 200% in the last quarter. And I believe that if we continue this growth by next month, the rhino hats will be selling just as good. Thank you very much.
He's really lost it. He's not doing great lately.
I just want to say, I know that was a weird presentation for me, but I'm just trying to take the company in a new way. My assistant Karen wrote that for me. And so any problems, any
Cut to the back. Sir, you changed the entire speech. You started talking about blood again and how irony it was? And you said duck dicks maybe 5 times. It was very impromptu. You ripped up my paper.
Stop it.
When you got up there.
I would never think that there is irony in blood. Okay? It's a very serious thing.
Cut to a stand-up set because now the CEO of Duckbill Incorporated thinks he's funny.
Hey, I just want to say thank you guys for coming out to the first ever open mic at Duckbill Industries. Clap harder, guys.
He's really lost it, hasn't he? I don't know. I mean, he's
Anyways, what's the deal with
paying all of us to be here.
duck hats?
I mean, he's doing how he's doing, like
Hey,
Seinfeld
hey,
jokes.
hey.
Yeah.
I'm in the middle of a set here, kid. Karen, is that you? Holy shit, Karen, why are you talking in the middle of my set?
It's just, you're not doing great. I'm trying to help you out.
Not doing great? Rob, you're laughing, right? Rob?
I'm laughing at you, man.
Robin, are you laughing?
I mean, I'm laughing because Rob's laughing and it's contagious.
Pink woman with a flower on her vagina?
That's a poster.
Oh shit. I need to lay down.
Cut to his life at home, and he's confiding in his wife what just happened.
You remember all those great jokes I told you before I left?
Yeah.
Remember how hard you laughed?
I mean, the TV
Nobody else laughed, babe.
No one did?
No. Not even Rob.
But
Or Robin.
Rob and Robin, they
Or
always
the
laugh
pink
at
woman
everything.
with a flower on her vagina.
That's a poster.
That's what they said too.
Yeah. I mean, that's I'm sorry, but I think you should just focus on being a better leader for your company.
Duckbill hats don't make me as happy as they used to, babe.
Cut to a montage of how happy duckbill hats used to make him. End scene. what was that?
It was me on the way to the bank.
To collect your money from being a CEO of that?
Duckbill Industries.
Nice.
Hey, let me ask you something.
Go ahead.
If you were CEO of an industry, what would your industry be?
I don't know.
Go now, go.
It would be a music company where people can come and it'd be Guitar Center. I don't know, man. That's so much pressure on the spot. That would be.
That was the least impressive improv skills you've ever had in your life.
Dude.
And you started okay, then you kind of lost it a little bit, then you kind of came back, and then you're like, fuck it, it's Guitar Center.
It's a lot of pressure, man. A lot. I mean,
Can I try? I think I know what your thought process was.
okay,
I think
go
I know
ahead.
what your thought process was.
you're me.
Yes.
And
So
I'm-
I think
okay.
what was happening was I said, what would you, and you're like, CEO of a business. I have no idea. What sort of things do I like? What do I enjoy? Okay. I like music. I guess I have to sell music. Okay. I would sell music, but music stores don't work anymore. What if it's a place for people to buy instruments? Oh, and it'd be cool if they could play the instruments while they're there too. Yeah. Nobody's ever done that. Oh, wait. No, that is 100% Guitar Center. It'd be Guitar Center.
It's almost pretty much that. You know, I was trying to go in the direction. What I'm really inspired by right now. So, Kanye's new Donda 2 album came out, and it's only available on this it's not even a streaming platform. I guess it's a streaming platform. It's called a stem player, and it's like this piece of technology that you have to buy for
$200.
$200, and it's really cool in theory. I don't know exactly, because every song that you download onto there, you could separate it into stems, right? Into different stems, meaning that if you want to listen to just the vocals, a cappella, you could do that. If you want to just listen to the bass, you could do that. If you just want to listen to the guitar or just the drums, you can do that. And that's really fucking cool.
Can you get other music on this stem, or is it right now just Donda 2?
No clue. I haven't looked for any further. Can you just get podcasts on there?
Just I don't want to hear Alex.
I only want to hear Christian.
That person's a psychopath because they're just hearing half a conversation.
Well, because they're trying to fill in for you.
They think they know what I'm going to say next, and then your reaction's the wrong way.
How far do you think we're going to get technologically?
We're going to be cyborgs in about 10 years.
We are going to be cyborgs?
Yep.
No, I think we're going to stay us. I think we're going to create cyborgs.
I'll be the first person they can test it on.
Do you follow what's her name? Sophia the robot, the artificial intelligent robot
no.
on Instagram?
I don't know.
And it's weird because she has
makes her own
AI
posts?
dialogue and all that stuff. I think she makes her own captions, and it's really weird. And it's so interesting, but it's very scary.
I do know, like at MIT, they had those two AI programs talk to each other, and then almost immediately they started talking in their own language.
I remember you were telling me that, yeah.
And we need to stop.
And I think they did stop right there.
Stop
They were
with
like,
the
whoa, whoa, whoa,
robots.
whoa, whoa.
Yeah, stop giving robots this much power.
It's
Robots
some
should
scary
never
shit.
have a face. I was re-listening to our iRobot episode the other day, and I think that might have been the best thing I've ever said. Robots shouldn't have a face.
Yeah, that I think will change into
That makes it too
real.
Too real.
My coworkers were having this conversation about
AIDS.
sex robots.
Oh,
And like if you could, like if it looked, spoke, and acted like a real person.
ex machina.
Exactly. And that was the example that I used when I was when I joined the conversation.
Is it cheating?
Would you, not necessarily is it cheating, like would you?
Would you even know the difference?
Exactly.
And would asking be as uncouth as like asking if somebody was like trans or something?
But then would it make us
Are
like,
you a robot or are you a real human? Like, what difference does it make? We've connected on an emotional level either way.
But then would these robots have
Would they have rights?
would they fight back? Or like could you just be like, okay, I don't want to fight with you, Lisa, and they just shut her off? And then just like erase her memory of that argument, and she's back to like the whatever memory she had at the beginning of the day.
That's subtly the most like horrible thing you may have ever thought of. That's like having a literal sex slave.
Oh God. I mean, it's not that obviously.
You could do it for anything.
I'm just thinking of the hypotheticals
Like
that
take a shit in the kitchen.
shitty people
and then
would
make
do.
her- yeah.
Take
Maybe
a shit in the kitchen and then make her clean it up.
But then erase the memory.
That's a shit slave, and so she would be.
But then erase the memory. It's helping her. I could see it like every time, the road to hell is paved with good intentions, right? So that's how they would do it. They'd be like, oh, you don't want your robot to remember like that time she cleaned vomit off of you, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. So you just like erase her memory. But people will use it because they'll be like,
Dude, and I think, yeah, you're right. Building AI that is this advanced
with
to that
faces
point
and stuff like that.
would just make the human species shittier.
I don't think we need C-3PO.
No.
I think what we need more of are like those armed robots that are in like factories and shit. Every house should have one of those.
Or an R2-D2. There's just Roombas. We just all need Roombas then at that
I don't
point.
like Roombas. I used to call my parents had a Roomba when I was living with them. And I used to shut my door when they would turn it on. I was like, I don't want that pervert mapping my room every day. Like, I don't know what he's doing with that information. Who he's
said a
sending it back
pervert?
to. Yeah, that little perv is going around
The
my entire...
Roomba?
Yeah.
The thing sucking up shit.
Yeah.
There's not a camera on there.
No, but there's a sensor that goes back so it's able to like track and know exactly where it was and stuff like that. Where is it sending that data? It's sending a full mapping of our house. Where?
You already have a cell phone. If you wanted any privacy, you would be in the woods without any piece of technology. This already, people are tripping about like microchips, this and that, or just like let me put a tape over the camera on my laptop so no one sees me like wanking it. Nah, dude, you carrying around an iPhone, you carrying around a Galaxy, it does not matter. They got deets on you every time you accept cookies, which is the trickiest fucking question on the internet. If you don't know what cookies are, if a kid that was just given a phone in the 6th fucking grade. Not, just a hungry kid. It's just like, of course I want cookies. They don't understand that they're selling their data, their personal data to the fucking government.
This is the most riled up I've seen you in a long time.
I'm just upset. Why do we call it cookies, man?
I know that that's suddenly somehow the issue that we've come up to, but...
And then you want to get rid of your cookies? What? That sounds bad.
erase them?
Erase your cookies?
No way. Not me, sir.
No, I'll keep my cookies.
Put them in a jar.
Yeah, and I'll eat them later.
You know what's the worst song in history?
What?
Who stole the cookie from the cookie jar?
Because that is singling out people.
Who enjoy cookies?
Yes.
It's cookiest.
It's a cookie jar.
It's where it's supposed to be.
If you're hungry...
If the song was Who Took the Cookie from the Store, then we got a song.
Yes. But this is from a home
cookie jar.
where you've invited a guest, or it's maybe your children.
And everybody's like, not me, not me, not me. Nobody's going to pony up and admit it.
What's wrong about that song is that we should make it more okay to eat cookies from the cookie jar. And that way we could build transparency and communication skills.
Here's the thing about cookies.
What?
They're not transparent enough. The way that we eat them in shame. We hide
We
in
do.
dark corners.
Honestly?
We eat them. That's why they're not in, like, except for BJ's. And they have to do it, like, half
the
warm. So
Pizookie.
it's like a cookie soup.
Yeah.
But, like, you can't just go to a restaurant and be like, oh, let me get, like, 4 cookies and a glass of milk.
Maybe.
No, I can't think of a single restaurant that does that.
I would do that. I might try.
Make some fresh baked cookies right there for you. A little glass of milk.
I mean, we could all do that at home. I used to just get like the chewy Chips Ahoy.
Yes.
I think I told you this. Get a stack of them.
Put them in the cup. Put
Warm
the milk
'em
in.
up.
Oh.
Warm them up just a little bit so they're a little warm. Yeah, and then put it in a cup, put milk, and get a spoon and just mash it up.
I would do that with cookies, but I wouldn't put them in the microwave.
Do it.
Well, I like the crunchiness of it. I don't like chewy Chips Ahoy.
I
like when the
chewy
milk
Chips
turns
Ahoy.
them into like slosh.
And some slosh.
You know what I mean, though.
Yeah, no, I know what you're talking about.
Into slosh.
It's the texture. You like the texture.
I had Fruity Pebbles today for the first time in 30 years.
I immediately salivated when you said Fruity Pebbles. Fruity Pebbles are so fucking good.
Well, why'd you take your pants off, though? I just I haven't had Fruity Pebbles in a long time, and it was fantastic.
Yes. What I like about them is that you could put so many in your mouth.
You know what they're like?
It's just one. What?
They're like little pieces of skin.
I understand that we're trying to bring something full circle, but I don't know if that's the thing we want to bring full circle, man.
Do you like Fruity Pebbles more than Cocoa Pebbles?
Yes.
Do you like Cocoa Pebbles more than you like Cocoa Puffs?
Yes.
Do you like Cocoa Puffs more than you like Fruit Loops?
No, I like Fruit Loops better.
Do you like fruit?
Let me wait. Before we get too deep in this, let me justify as to why I like, each thing that you listed more than the last. It's because with Fruity Pebbles, you can fit so much more onto a spoon than Cocoa Puffs. You get 5 Cocoa Puffs on a spoon if you have a normal size spoon. But you could get maybe 300 Fruity Pebbles.
Well, I'm about to blow your mind. I'm about to blow your mind right now, kid. What I used to eat when I was growing up eating cereal?
What?
You know those big plastic spoons you get like at pho restaurants, like the Asian soup ones that are really deep and long?
Yeah.
I would get that for cereal.
Oh my God.
You could get a shitload of cookie crunch and Chips Ahoy, and yeah. I'm a big spoon.
I hate
I'm a fan
you
of big spoon.
because I never did that, and I grew up way fatter than you.
I was only allowed to eat sugar cereals on the weekends.
Really? You had that rule?
Yeah.
Oh, that sucks. I was just...
Because my mom would be like, that's not a breakfast. And my brother would be like, it clearly says part of a balanced breakfast, but whatever.
I used to drink soy sauce.
What the fuck?
Yeah.
No wonder you're so dark.
It doesn't cause a spike in my melanin,
It's
bro.
like drinking coffee. It makes you darker.
No.
Oh.
Bunch of white people drink coffee all the time.
With cream in it.
Oh.
See how that works?
They don't like it.
When I was a kid and I used to eat breakfast that was the sugary types of cereal, I always felt shame.
Really?
Yeah, we weren't allowed to have the Pop-Tarts that had like the frosting on it because it was too much sugar. You're like really, your body. Like,
You're not allowed to have Pop-Tarts that have the frosting on it.
Yeah,
Can you eat bread?
the plain strawberry ones. Which is probably why I like eating plain stuff now. People always make fun of me because I like just boiled chicken and I like hot dogs with nothing on them.
But I also see you on the other end eating things that are very salty and very bad for you. So don't act like you're eating super clean and super plain.
I'm not saying that I eat super clean. I'm saying that I do enjoy plain food. Clean and dirty had nothing to do with it, you bitch.
Oh, okay. You made it sound like I only eat boiled chicken.
No, I
about
said
the size of my fist.
I enjoy boiled chicken. Like I don't need a grilled chicken with the sauce and the yada yada yada.
I need sauce, man.
You need some sauce?
I need some sauce.
You're saucy.
Thank you, man.
I've been getting really good at cooking chicken in the oven. A little bit of barbecue sauce.
Is that all you put on it?
Yeah.
Just chicken,
A little salt and pepper, a little seseasoning and stuff,
you
little
just
garlic
marinate
powder.
a little bit and throw it in there.
No marinade, bro. I season it real good. Yeah. Throw it in the oven. Let it cook for about 15 minutes. And I take it out. Then I baste it every 3 minutes with barbecue sauce for the
Not
next
bad.
10 minutes.
That's good. That's good. Now that you've gone into like detail, You make it sound really good.
Like it starts to get a little bit of a barbecue crust to it, crunch to it. Then you hit it with the last little bit of barbecue sauce before you throw it on the plate. That bitch goes good on salad. That bitch goes good on rice. That bitch goes good on pasta.
Pasta. That all sounds really good. But I think of everything that you've listed thus
Hot
far,
dogs.
Fruity Pebbles is still on the forefront of my mind, and that's what I really want.
I'm gonna go home and eat some Fruity Pebbles.
Send me a video.
You freak.
Well, on that note, I think it's about time we say bye to the baddies. Baddies, I know it's been like a weird fucking episode. Like, we're just like through the roofs and all of that stuff. Coming from like an episode earlier this week where we get like a little more serious and...
I'd say over the walls. Is this coming out this Friday?
This is coming out on Friday, yeah.
Okay, I was confused, but I'm, again, just like an earlier in the episode,
Well,
I'm up to speed now.
Just for clarity, because this is coming out
Her name's Charity.
today, Friday. Charity? just for charity. I don't know what the fuck we're saying. Anyway, we just didn't have time to watch a movie. And here we are with a highly relevant because...
No, but yeah, and we'll have a movie next week.
Yes.
And when that comes out, you'll not be around.
Yes, I'm going to be in Hawaii next week, so we're just banking up some episodes, which is why we're recording a bunch this week.
And Hawaii, that's in Africa?
Yeah, it's on the most southern tip of Africa, below South Africa.
Nice. Cape Horn.
Pardon?
Cape Horn?
I thought you said something else. I know that you're trying to say something else.
Cape Horn.
No, you're trying to say something else.
I don't know. We're going to have to cut because I need to know what you think I'm saying. Oh, no, I wasn't saying gay porn.
Oh, okay. All right. We'll believe that out.
Why? That's not even a bad... It's a thing, dude. People like it.
We'll keep the dead skin part. We'll just keep the bleep out that last
You're
part.
fuck. You little fuck.
All right, say bye to the baddies.
Say bye.
Bye, baddies.
I love you.
Can't be that bad,